To close out this session, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kelly Barnes, a partner at PricewaterhouseCoopers.
I know you guys thought it was all done, and it's Chris Dodd. That's a tough act to follow. But I do have a few things I want to say. It's certainly an honor to be here today representing PricewaterhouseCoopers. And as I've listened today, what I'm so excited about with the conversations we're having at ServiceNation is that we are agreed on the need and the passion that exists for service. And the necessary debate and dialogue we're having today is how we activate and enable service. And certainly, as David Gergen's panel pointed out, there's a role for all to play in that. We need to get down to the tactics. There's certainly a role for government, certainly a role for faith-based and not-for-profit organizations, and a role for the private sector. And so I want to spend some time with you this afternoon talking about the steps that PricewaterhouseCoopers is taking to activate service within our organization. For PwC, corporate responsibility and community service are fundamentally about leadership. As an organization and as individuals, we recognize that we have an obligation to give back to our communities. We do this not only with financial support, but also by volunteering our knowledge and expertise where we can help those in need, and by the sheer physical support an organization of 31,000 people can bring to multiple communities. We hope and expect that these efforts will also develop future community leaders in the United States. We've found that, among other things, community leaders help today's youth to grow to be successful in their careers and in their lives, and instill in them a lifelong passion for giving back, a continuous cycle that benefits future generations. At PwC, we call this responsible leadership, which is an important and distinctive element of the values we foster. I thought there I would say it's part of our DNA, but we're way past that concept this afternoon. As a firm of individuals, we challenge ourselves to make a difference in the communities in which we live and work in the United States and around the globe. We bring a common purpose to help inspire positive and lasting change where it's needed most. Whether helping to rebuild in New Orleans after a devastating natural disaster, or helping provide education to students in Belize and the refugee children of Darfur. Our corporate responsibility strategy clearly articulates our commitment to our communities, to the integrity we bring to the marketplace, to the drive that we inspire in our people, and the impact we have on the environment. We embrace our position as an industry leader and recognize that we have a responsibility to proactively take action. As you can see, PricewaterhouseCoopers encourages and enables our people to be actively engaged in their communities. Our efforts strive to expose our people to meaningful, skill-based volunteer interactions, both locally and internationally. So if you'll indulge me, I want to provide you with a few examples of that commitment. Each year in June, all of our partners and staff from around the country are encouraged and supported to be part of our annual month of community service. This past June, we reached out to our communities through over 175 firm-led projects and spent 60,000 work hours making lasting and meaningful change in the lives of people in need. Thank you. Now in its third year, this program has contributed more than 200,000 volunteer hours to more than 600 projects throughout the United States. As another example, early this summer, 100 PwC interns, along with a group of our staff and partners, traveled to Belize to be part of our first ever Camp PwC. And our interns and people did that over the 4th of July holiday, which I think speaks a lot about their commitment to service and giving. We called this Project Belize, and its mission was to refurbish 4 schools, provide academic support to students, and build a leadership development center for each school that was complete with a new library and a computer lab. But Project Belize really reaffirmed for us what I suspect many of you in this room know, that while buildings and computers are important, they are in fact secondary to the human impact and experience that was created for our people, as well as the people that we served. As you'll see a little later in a video that we have, both were powerfully impacted by the experience. So we continue our tradition to support our communities by today announcing an additional commitment to community service. In addition to the 96,000 work hours spent on community service projects annually, PricewaterhouseCoopers is giving all 31,000 partners and staff in the United States an additional 10 hours of paid time off for each of them to dedicate to community service. We believe that will provide an additional 300,000 hours of service to our communities and allow our people to use those hours wherever they have their passion, because we know that service is a personal commitment that people make. So PricewaterhouseCoopers, we believe we can play a transformative role in addressing today's social, business, and environmental challenges, and we believe that our new program is a step in that direction. But as they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and what I'd like to do now is provide you with a more vivid picture of the events that our firm and our people experienced in Belize. So here's a short video that highlights that experience, and I thank you all for your leadership and commitment to service.
When I applied for this, I didn't know anything about police. I didn't know where it was.
One person can make a difference, even if it's just on another individual. It could be anything from, building a school to helping build character.
By inspiring someone to want to dream bigger and make something out of their life, I think that would be a goal that I would be very happy to achieve.
I came here to help a community in need, giving happiness and joy to the schools of Belize City through service with PwC. Today is the day that I realized that I am taking away something so much greater than what I gave. I am taking home a better understanding of a community and culture that was unfamiliar. I am taking away unforgettable relationships with children, teachers, and PwC staff. I am also taking away inspiration to stay involved and to do great things for those in need, because that is truly what this is all about.
I'll always remember them. Always.